Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Noah Syndergaard will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
So coming to the plate, Christian Yelich. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Gloved by Walker. And there's one gone to begin the evening.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Here's Starlin Castro. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 1 for 3. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Into the box now, David Lee. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
You know, when you're facing a top of the line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Granderson is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Miami down in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Dan Straley's bounced around for a little while, but he's a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Not an overpowering pitcher. Needs all 4 of his pitches. If he has that good changeup, he could be really tough.
At the plate, David Wright. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, David Wright.
First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And Wright's going to have himself a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Here's Neil Walker. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Starlin dives. What a stop. He is out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Lucas Duda.
Here's Lucas Duda now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tapped out in front of home. And there's out number 2.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Ernest Granderson.
Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Two out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2. Granderson, a 36-year-old veteran. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of that.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Cliff Floyd. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And the pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Bruce. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Justin Bohr.
Ready now for the Marlins, Justin Bohr. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Bases are empty, one man out. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Sliders, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. Two gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Syndergaard is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Nope. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Batter pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat. And a two-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike one. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. That's inside. 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
The 2-0 is in there for strike one.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Martin Prado, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Has to give. Here's the payoff pitch, and the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Another full count pitch home, and he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 8th, third baseman
Martin Prado now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
One and one, the count to Martin Prado. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Lifted into center field. Granderson on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 9th, pitcher Dan Straley.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Dan Straley. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order. They're down 2-0. Next up from New York, Noah Syndergaard. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Lee is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out. A pop-up to start the inning.
Ready for another chance? David Wright. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. One out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss, strike 3 as Wright is gone for out number 2.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Neil Walker. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Ozuna, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run here for Neil Walker, his second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. We played 3 full. It's 3-0 New York. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Cespedes is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
The 0-1 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Granderson. 2 down.
The batter, shortstop, David Lee.
Digging in to try it again. David Lee. He flew out in his last at bat. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Granderson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Lucas Duda now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
First baseman, Lucas Duda.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Lee is right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Center fielder, number 3, Granderson.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home court.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Next for the Mets, Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to first. Moore fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 3-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Cliff Floyd. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Justin Bour. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead this one 3-0. Digging in now, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Jay Bruce.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ozuna will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 1.
Up next for the Mets, catcher, Travis.
Stepping into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. d'Arnaud, 28 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Way in front of a great slider that time. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Pitcher number 35.
Striding in once again, Noah Syndergaard. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. 50th pitch of the game on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Martin Prado. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Missed with a slider.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Slide and a stop by Walker. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
When a guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
D. Gordon will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Popped high in the air. Duda shading to his right, and the inning is over. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. Brian Ellington will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Brian Ellington.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, David Wright. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ozuna is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Neil Walker will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit out toward second. Gloved by Castro. Throw gets him. 2 down.
the left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Ready for another shot now. Yoenis Cespedes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back a guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Here's another 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. To his left, Lee. Throw on the first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 3-0. In is Christian Yelich.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this would be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a sinker that stayed up high, but good for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Stepping in now, David Lee. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Jeff Locke gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jeff Locke.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Lucas Duda. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Lucas Duda.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Floyd is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Center fielder, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
It is Curtis Granderson, his lifetime batting line with Jeff Locke. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Castro's got it. And quickly there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Digging in once again, Asdrubal Cabrera. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. But they lead it 3-0. Ready once again, Cliff Floyd. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead this guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
chopped foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Again, a 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Striding in, Justin Bohr. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, you're...
Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Jay Bruce now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Jay Bruce.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Lee loves it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
It goes to show you you'll take location over velocity any day. That pitch didn't light up the radar gun, but you can't do anything with that as a batter when it's executed in such a good spot.
Drilled on the ground to short to his right, Lee. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The pitcher, number 35, Noah Syndergaard.
Standing in now, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner, and he'll get over to. Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Soft liner towards short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The 0-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Martin Prado now. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Strike there. It's 1-1.
There's a cold strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Adeiny Echeverria will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 1 man on base. For the Marlins, no runs, on no hits, no errors. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Shea Stadium, 55,601. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.